Good morning, everyone. Here is your moment of yes for Monday, May 9th. I hope you had a great weekend. So your moment of yes for today. Last week, I was up in Orlando doing a Limitless Minds event for an executive group, and I was hanging out with Josh Lifrak, one of the mental coaches and one of our room tilters with Limitless Minds. And Josh was at IMG forever. He's been with the Chicago Cubs, the New York Mets. Really amazing mental coach. And one of the concepts he was sharing with the group, which I'd heard so many times before, but when I heard it the other day, it was like, yes, we need to do that more. And the idea is, from a mental perspective, is to listen to yourself less, but talk to yourself more, right? Listen to yourself less and talk to yourself more, because if we're always just listening to ourselves, i.e. the chatter in our head, we know that 80% of that chatter is negative, right? And 95% of it's repetitive. So if we're only listening to ourselves, if we're only listening to the thoughts that are popping up in our head, we're going to really skew and tend negative. We're going to beat ourselves up. We're going to be more self-deprecating. We're going to be more fear-based, more catastrophizing. But if you talk to yourself, that's different. Because the negative thoughts, the 80%, that chatter is going to stay there, but we don't need to listen to it. We can actually talk to it. And what we can talk to it is, we can talk to it with that yes and thinking, with that neutral thinking. We can talk to it and have a conversation and a dialogue with it instead of always having to listen to it. So as that negativity pops up, we can say, you know what, well, maybe that's going to happen, but instead I'm going to focus on this. Right? So we can talk to ourselves instead of having to listen and believe, right? It's the and believing what we're listening to that makes the big difference. So let's notice that today. Even like I woke up this morning kind of with a little bit of a sore throat, a little sniffly, and I'm like, all right, if I just listen to that, I can go down this path of, oh, you're probably getting a cold and you're not going to feel well and da-da-da-da-da. Those are the thoughts that are there. If I listen to them and believe them, that's one path, but I can kind of talk to them and go, okay, hey, you got a sore throat, right? Or a little bit stuffy. Okay, all right. But I can reinforce and talk to myself with thoughts of health and purity and abundance and spirituality and goodness. And I can talk to myself and fill my thought with those ideas, even though the negative thought continues to chatter with me. Right? I don't have to believe it. I can talk back to it. And so that's your idea for today, right? As we move it's a Monday. There's a lot going on, probably a lot of planning, beginning of the week, yada, a lot of stuff, right? So we don't have to listen to all of that. We can notice it and we can talk to it or talk back to it, and talk back to it with proactive, action-oriented, neutral, yes and thinking. All right, guys, it's Monday. Let's do this. That's your moment of yes for today. Have an awesome day.